Wife hiding texts from friend. Should I be concerned? My wife has been on a health kick. Exercising a lot, eating better, spending a lot of time at the gym. It's definitely working. I thought she was gorgeous before, but I can't complain about the way her body has responded. The best thing about the whole situation is that she is feeling considerably more confident with the time she's spending at the gym. She gets a lot of attention from guys. As far as I know, she brings her exchanges home and we laugh about them together. I'm not a particularly jealous person. In fact, my wife expressed even a little pseudo-frustration that I didn't feel like rushing out of the house and tracking down the guy that was hitting on her at the gym. Now there is one guy who works there who she actually considers a friend of hers. He never hit on her. He's about 15 years older than us, married himself, has grown kids, etc. So initially it amounted to little perks he'd provide at the gym, like inside information about programs and discounts for our kids on sports leagues run by the gym. But it started being a lot of interaction, more than I was used to for the rest of our 12 years marriage. Still, I'm not actually concerned she's pursuing any type of affair or otherwise. But then we had one interaction where on a long drive she had been texting back and forth with him, unbeknownst to me, and she had mentioned that she could have someone look at a car issue that just came up during the drive. I said, "Oh, you already reached out to someone?" And she responded hesitantly for some reason, saying it was this friend. I expressed that it felt weird she didn't just say his name. Then she got oddly defensive and said she just didn't want me to be jealous. So we kind of fought that evening because I told her I'd rather her just be entirely forthcoming about her communication than try and hide it and soft pedal it around me. She took it personally and basically accused me of not trusting her, and that felt shitty. She said she'd rather end the friendship than do anything to ruin our marriage. And I told her that wasn't what I was trying to say. I merely felt more nervous or curious when she felt like she had to hide things. Fast forward a week or so and she has been on her phone more than ever. I notice and try to ignore, but she is also sitting where I can't see the screen a lot and using the bathroom way more than normal. Then, without me seeking it out, I came to find that because we use the same Apple ID, when we are on the same Wi-Fi, when I go to switch between apps, it shows me what app is being used on another device. I swear I didn't hunt down this trick. It just happened to present itself as showing she was in her texting app, because I hadn't seen it before, and was obviously curious. I tapped the notification, and it actually opens up a message with the number she's currently texting. After stumbling onto this, the next time she turned away or left the room, I'd open my switcher and find that she was immediately texting him whenever I'd leave the room, or she'd step into the bathroom. I've tried to broach topic again, because I don't want to just snoop, and every time she gets upset with me for not trusting her. She's lied to me about when she's been texting him. And if it's innocent, why would she hide? She also told me I could look at her phone, and there are no text messages, which means she has been deleting them. I couldn't believe it. I actually went into the bill to confirm, and sure enough there are nearly 1,000 texts sent to this friend over the last 10 days, not including the time she is actually spending with him in person. In the end, how can I deal with this? I don't think she is at all interested in an affair, but there is definitely a relationship that is being hidden from me. Maybe I just forget I know what I know, because if she doesn't cheat it's just a friend anyway. Confront her or no? TLD, or wife is hiding texts from a friend at the gym. She doesn't know I know. Should I bring it up or stop being nosy? Update, clarification. I know his name. He works at the gym and she hasn't tried to hide it entirely. Just the extent of their conversations is what she apparently doesn't care to share. I am very available emotionally to her. I'm present as a husband and father. Of our 4 kids, I make well above average income. And to top it all off, we have sex often. A healthy amount. Even before her health kick. 3 to 4 per week. And she values all those things. I know she does. This guy is basically none of those things. So it does feel like I shouldn't be threatened. I have confronted her about the situation on 2 different occasions already. Without directly telling her I know the number, volume and deletion of texts. Each time has been very difficult with the focus going back to if I'm concerned this much one. She'll end it and they won't be friends too. It sucks that I feel like she would cheat. Quote, she's always had friends that were guys. And she just gets along with them better. She says he reminds her of her brother. I'm nervous to jump to further conclusions because isn't it possible she just wants a friend? Update number 2. I had to talk with her tonight. I didn't tell her I knew about the deleting. But I asked genuinely why she felt like she had to keep the conversation from me. She told me she felt like she was being upfront since she was telling me parts of their conversations. I told her what made me the most uncomfortable was the fact that she had to hide the conversations. At all. She never admitted to deleting the messages, and when I pressed her a bit she got pretty upset. And wasn't all heated. She did admit that she didn't want me reading the conversations because she talks and behaves in a manner that she thinks I wouldn't like. To me, that made sense. I've been a bit more reserved and temperate in my attitudes and behavior my whole life, and she has not always been so. I know I probably sound douchey here. But it's the truth. I'm pretty straight-laced and she's been more of a rebel. Maybe I'm grasping here. But I believe that's enough to have her delete and hide messages without there being anything sexual or genuinely unfaithful. It's not resolved. But I feel like it's a starting point. And I want her to feel comfortable with me in as many ways possible. And now I know one area we can work on. Deleted texts means it's far worse than you can imagine. Yes, and you are being seriously gaslit. Go to survivinginfidelity.com and read the tactical primer here. Confront and put her on notice. I actually went into the bill to confirm. And sure enough, there are nearly 1,000 texts sent to this friend over the last 10 days. What more reason do you need? Don't get fiery. Get icy. If she continues as she has, start the 180 immediately for your sake. Please update. Yes. The answer is yes. And it concerns me that we have to tell you to be concerned that your wife is having an emotional affair. She's having an affair, dude. Wake up. My partner of nearly 8 years cheated on me. The first symptom of the infidelity? She changed the password on her phone, and when I picked it up to check the menu of a local place, because my phone was further away, she jumped on it like I had just grabbed weapons-grade plutonium. If your partner becomes cagey about their phone, fucking alarm bells, my friend. Yes. If she needs to hide anything, the answer is yes. Worry. No one deletes texts unless they are hiding something. Your wife is 100% about to fuck or has fucked this dude. You're really hung up on her having a friend and privacy, which is usually great, but hiding interactions and his name. Secret messaging when you're out of the room. Deleting messages. The volume of messages between them. I know you want to trust your wife, but dude, the writing is on the wall. She's having an emotional affair. You need to communicate this with her. List it all out like above. Tell her what you saw on the phones because of the linked accounts. Show her the bill with the number and how she is constantly deleting messages. If you don't, it will just keep progressing. They spend a lot of time together with the gym and the messaging. The hiding and secrecy of it all shows she knows she shouldn't be doing it, but she's all caught up with it. If you want to save your marriage, you can't stick your head in the sand with fingers crossed. She is already cheating. If not physically, at the very least emotionally. If she has to hide it from you, it is cheating. Keep your cards close to your chest. Gather evidence and prepare for divorce. Sorry this is happening to you. It's not your fault. Also, post on r surviving infidelity. Show her the phone bill. 1,000 texts in 10 days is 100 texts a day. If you estimate she is awake 18 hours, that is 5.5 texts an hour, or 1 every 10 minutes, as you state. She is hiding her texting and will be busy for at least half of her day. You can assume 4 hours of available texting time, or approximately 1 text every 30 seconds over a 4-hour period. Given typing and reading replies, that is an obsessive text habit. Given the amount of time your wife is spending texting this guy, do you still consider it as friendly? If she has sent nearly 1,000 texts to this friend in the last 10 days, hiding from you when she is texting, and deleting the evidence, then this is more than just a friendship. Think about it. That's almost 100 text messages per day. No one seriously messages that amount without something more going on. Especially two married people of the opposite sex with busy lives. I have learned if they get defensive and try to gaslight when asking a simple question, they're hiding something. She may not be physically cheating yet, but emotionally, perhaps. She would have nothing to hide if she didn't know she was doing something wrong. I've been in relationships where they have had a friend of the opposite sex, and she would sit or lay next to me with her phone in front of us, messaging them with nothing to hide. If they have to be sneaky about it, that's a big concern. You mention you have a high income. You're emotionally available to her and have sex often. Unfortunately, none of that really matters when it comes to this stuff. Everything can seem perfect in your eyes and there still will be cheating. Sure. I'm going to help you out tremendously. We women only hide things if we are emotionally invested. And with emotions comes physicality. Not to mention all the lifestyle changes she has made recently. There's a reason behind it. Start protecting yourself, please. Someone is giving her new motivation. Good luck. I think you're blinding yourself to the truth. If she's texting this guy all the time, and hiding in the bathroom to do it, and she deletes the messages, she's already cheating. Maybe not physically. Or who knows? She could be lying about being at the gym. And she's actually with him doing the hanky-panky. But she's definitely cheating emotionally with this guy. 100%. I think you need to tell her to stop communicating with this guy. Because it's definitely going to cause you guys a lot of problems down the road. And if she really loves you and cares about you, she will stop all communication with him. You are her husband. You are supposed to be number one in her life. It's not that you're a jealous and controlling husband. She's definitely doing something shady here. And if she doesn't want to stop talking to him, she's putting him first, and at that point, everything is perfectly clear. If she chooses him, don't be afraid to walk away. You really cannot be that naive, can you? At the very least, she is having an emotional affair. She is lying about to your face and deleting evidence. What the guy looks like, how much he makes, is irrelevant. She has connected with him. Privacy is fine, as long as it isn't abused. She is gaslighting the hell out of you. You know this and have the evidence. But you're worried about her privacy? You really do have enough to confront her. Or are you going to wait for it to turn physical? If it hadn't already. Get a grip. She is in the fog. Time to turn on the lighthouse. Good luck. She's getting in shape for the other guy, not you. Hiding, deflecting, lying, all of which points to something being up. You have to assume it's not just emotional. Proximity combined with emotional affairs will always lead to physical acts. You have two options. You tell her what you know. Or you play dumb and gather evidence. Telling her now might stop it from escalating farther. More likely, it results in her taking it underground. Give up your source of information at your own peril. Not a friend. A boyfriend sounds more like it. Don't expect the answers you want. She's already lying. I would start looking for a lawyer man. But definitely stop showing her attention and see if she notices. At least you'll get an idea of what you already know. Good luck. Gym cheating as a classic. Wife loses weight, gets toned at gym and feels she deserves an upgrade. Be very skeptical on many phones. When you delete a text, it doesn't disappear entirely. It gets sent to a trash folder and can be restored usually within 30 days or so. So find out if her model phone is like that. My guess is she's deleting texts but not emptying the trash folder. Look online how to navigate to that trash folder so you can see for yourself. If you confront her, don't tell her what you know. Just say, I know more than you think I know, and the only thing that will save this marriage is the full truth. So, start talking. Update me.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.